Hello, it's Jeff for Budget PTCG here, and want to give a quick update on prepping for PTCG Live now that the beta has dropped in Canada. I don't have the beta myself, but some of the people that do have the beta from Canada have been streaming their usage of it online and just gotten a little bit of information about Live and how the economy is going to work, so we know a little bit better how to prep our PTCGO accounts for Live. The basic idea of what I've talked about in the past of trading away excess copies to try to get four ofs or full play sets for as many cards as possible. That's still the general idea, but have a little bit more specific recommendations for directions. The focus I think we want to have is on filling up the smaller sets, because if you can manage a full play set of all the cards in a small set, you're guaranteed to get dust once you open packs of that in Live. So I have three sets to recommend. First is going to be Celebrations, a very small expansion. It's small and it has a high level of rarity. All the cards are rare or better, and the more rare the card is, the more crystals you get when it dusts. Then the second set to focus on, I think, is Champion's Path, another smaller set, which has, again, smaller means you'll fill it up quicker. And then for a more standard expansion, I think Battle Styles is a logical choice. It's got some good cards, so you'll get good cards to play, but also it is relatively small amongst recent sets. Set sizes have grown over time, but Battle Styles is on the small side for where we're at now. But first work on Celebrations, then Champion's Path, and then Battle Styles. And I'm just going to show quickly how to set up a trade for that to look for a Celebrations card. So you come under the Trade section, and then you click the Create Trade button. You want to make Public Trade. You've probably done this, but I'm just walking through it. You're going to hit Filter. So what I'm getting, and I hit Filter. Under the expansion, I'm going to click on Celebrations. And I want to fill up the lower rarity first. Now, in Celebrations, common and uncommon, there aren't any, so the least rare cards are rare. So, but anyway, select the rarity you want, in which case rare is what I need to have, and then you hit apply. And now these are all the cards that meet those qualifications from Celebrations, and it shows you how many you own. And I've got four of in a number of these, but I want to fill out the ones I don't have to get the four of. So I want to get one more Reshiram. Most of these cards are particularly useful for playing, but again, you want to fill up the set for getting dust later on. So one card, again, not overly playable, so you're not going to have to pay a lot. So cards I'm giving, you need to have your tradable cards tagged. I've went over that before. You might want to take a look at that if you're not sure about doing that. And I just normally go back to the older tradable cards and kind of work my way up from there. So if I take a shuckle, I might need 2 or 3 cards. Let's see what the rare it is. So one common, one uncommon. I think I want to throw in one more common card. Is this Duskull's common? So I will add that. So I just double check. So this is a rare. I'm giving an uncommon and 2 commons. There's a good chance this trade will be accepted. So I will say done. Always select 8 hours. It's a waste to put up longer than that. You'll just have to wait longer, really. And if trade doesn't go through, you lose more coins. So post trades. So it's up there and waiting. So that's what you do for post trades, and focus on Celebrations first, Champion's Path after that, and then Battle Styles after that. Now, another thing that we've learned is what the starter decks are in PTCG Live. Now, there is a bit of a question. Are these starter decks just for now while it's in beta, or is everyone going to get it once PTCG Live launches in its final form? I'm not sure. I think there's a good chance that the starter decks are going to be available to everyone. I think Pokemon is making an effort here to make a better game experience for new players, because with PTCGO, when you start the game, you get some pretty bad decks to start with, and it's not a lot of fun, is what I would say. Let's see. So you get some poor decks I'm not going to find it now, but but now with PTCG Live, they want to give good decks because you want to have a good experience for new players so they keep playing. So here are the starter decks that you're going to get. And we want to pay attention to this. You're going to get Zacian Zamazenta, Blissey V, Decidueye and Inteleon VMAX, Rapid Strike Malamar, Rapid Strike Urshifu, Shadow Rider Calyrex, Single Strike Urshifu, Suicune V. So these are all good decks, all playable decks. Now, from what I've seen, they're not optimized decks, though. So you're going to get kind of the start of the deck. You're going to need to probably get some more piece cards to complete it. Like for the Zacian Zamazenta deck, you get 2 Zacians, 2 Zamazentas. Right now when I play the deck, I want 4 Zacians in the deck and 2 Zamazentas. So I would need to pick up 2 more Zacians. But it's good to know that these things are probably coming out because as a mostly free-to-play person, don't have a Shadow Rider deck. Shadow Rider Calyrex has just been too expensive to get. So now that I know that Shadow Rider is going to come out down the road, I think it wouldn't be smart to trade away the packs to get a Shadow Rider deck. I'll just wait on that. I'll trade for something else that I know I'm not going to get, like a Suicune V, which is a very good card. It's still reasonably expensive, but it's going to become cheap down the road. Hold off on that. Get some other cards with those packs instead. So I would avoid some of these starter decks that you're going to get. Again, Zacian Zamazenta, Blissey V, Decidueye Inteleon, and that you do besides the Decidueye, even if you don't want to play that, you're getting the Inteleon engine, which then you can build other decks around. So that's a nice include there. Inteleon VMAX, Rapid Strike Malamar, Rapid Strike Urshifu, there's Single Strike Urshifu, Shadow Rider Calyrex, and Suicune V. So again, good decks and a decent place to start as a brand new player. Now, since while I was talking, the trade was completed because we'll go take a look at that. So trade complete, and I want to make sure that everything's tagged properly. So now I have 3 of these other Reshiramps. I want to get 1 more still, and I double check. So I don't have any more tradable copies of this, or that. So if I went down to tradable copies, but I only had 4 copies in my collection, I would click the icon and remove it as for trade. Just you always want to keep the Pokemon tagged for trade up to date as you do it. So I'm working on completing celebrations, which I think I'll be able to do. Complete the celebrations, at least the rare cards and celebrations, and I'm making probably a good progress on Champion's Path as well. So just anyway, hopefully you find this useful as you prep for Pokemon PTCG Live, and hopefully it's not too long away. I'm guessing a few weeks to a month or so before there's a global beta, because I do believe there'll be a global beta before the release with the final version. Take care.